Hello everybody. So today is Monday and this is the first week of school for me. So today and tomorrow are still basically teacher work days and the kids come back on Wednesday. So I just wanted to take you guys along with me. So if any of you were curious as to what teachers do this first week back at school, I'm here to tell you. Okay, so I just got in my classroom. The entire building kind of stinks because they're still waxing the floors. So my campus is used during the summer for like a summer camp. So they aren't able to like wax everywhere. So there's still a wing of the campus that hasn't been waxed. So I walked in and I thought something like had burst over the weekend, but it's just they're waxing the floors. Also, if you watch my classroom setup videos, you'll remember how much I loved my little numbers that I posted on the wall over there. Let me show you something devastating. Are you kidding me? The 7 fell off. Can't find it. Don't know where it went. I just have to assume that it fell and slid under the door and the custodians picked it up and threw it away, because like I had a lot of trash outside my room, so I guess it fell off and just slid right under the door and it got thrown away, because I literally cannot find it anywhere. I've looked everywhere. I've had other people come in my room and look, like help me look for it just in case, you know, whatever, but it's gone, disappeared. So that's a bummer. We have a meeting first thing, and then I think most of the day I'm going to try and meet with my team and just solidify our plans for the first few weeks of school, because we do have 2 new teachers on our team this year. We're a team of 4, so we pretty much know what we're doing, but we just need to like solidify it, make copies, and like write up, like I already wrote up the lesson plans, but just like make sure that everyone's on board. I have about 10 minutes to kind of get myself situated before I need to go to my meeting. I hope my AC isn't too loud, but I think it's absolutely iconic of me that I got no footage today at all. Like, I think the last thing I filmed I was in my car, or maybe I had just gotten to my room, but we were in meetings all day. So I was really hoping to be able to plan with my team a little bit more today, and that just did not happen. So I'm stressed because I'm not ready for Wednesday, but it's fine. I have to go to a doctor's appointment right now, so I'm leaving a little bit early, but then I will probably do some more work at home. We'll see though. I have a lot on my to-do list. need coffee, so that is the priority for right now. But it's fine if I'm a little bit late today because I don't have to get there technically until 8 and I have time. But I just like to get there early because I have stuff to do. This is my breakfast for today. Girl breakfast. I actually really like these. This is today's fit. You can't see my pants. How do y'all do outfit checks when it's horizontal? Gross. They said workday attire. So why I felt the need to curl my hair and do my makeup, I don't know. But I am workday attire. So I have bag number 1, bag number 2, lunchbox, and 1, 2, 3 drinks. It's not excessive. Okay, in the car, ready to go, only 15 minutes late, which I should get there 15 minutes early instead of 30 minutes early, which is okay, and which is why I wasn't freaking out. If I'm actually late, the camera will not be out, so don't worry. But I did not get to do my Bible this morning, so I think on the way to work, I'm just gonna listen to like some worship music to get my heart in the right spot, and then since I will be getting there a little bit early, I might pick a couple verses to meditate on or try and work on some of my like scriptures that I'm memorizing, but we'll see, because like I'm not even joking, you guys, I have so much to do today. School starts tomorrow and I am just feeling a little overwhelmed, but I might not be able to film that much actually at work. I'm gonna try to at least like some b-roll stuff, so just like not of me talking but just like filming kind of what I'm doing, but I'm gonna be like with people all day and that's awkward, so I make no promises, but just know that I'm not going up to school and just sitting around. Like, I am working. Oh, I'm stressed. Pray for me. Hello, sorry to be in my car again. This is just the most convenient place for me to film. So, it is 11:10. I just finished up at another doctor's appointment because, you know, teachers got to get it done before the school year starts. And my appointment was scheduled for 10:20. And I'm not exaggerating. It was a 5-minute long appointment. Like, from the time the doctor came in to when she took me to the checkout desk, 5 minutes had passed. But I didn't get back into the room until like 10:35, and then I was waiting for the doctor until 11:01 or 02, something crazy like that. So that was annoying, but I have to hurry back to school. I think hopefully my team is planning right now. That's what we were supposed to be doing right now. But also, I don't want to hurry too fast because I got pulled over on the way to the doctor's office and it was totally my fault. I wasn't like trying to go fast. Like, my subconscious was like, hurry, 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 because like I want to go and get back to work, which ended up being pointless because my appointment took about an hour when it shouldn't have. But I was just like zoned out thinking of all the things that I had to do, and I was going like 10 over. So this was my first time ever being pulled over, and I always make the joke like, if I ever get pulled over, I'm just gonna cry because I don't know what to do. I didn't cry. I still didn't know what to do. Like, and luckily he like literally asked me no questions. Like, I was afraid I was gonna have to make my case or whatever, which I was fully going to accept the ticket because I was at fault. But then he just took my license and came back and said it was just a warning. Probably because it was my first time being pulled over. But I did in fact learn my lesson. Need to pay attention to what's going on. I normally don't speed that bad though, I promise. I'm a good driver. But back to school at a reasonable speed. Okay, so I'm not quite sure where my team is, but it is 11:30, so I'm assuming they all went to lunch. So I am also going to go heat up my lunch. And then I'm probably going to bring it back and eat it in my classroom while I get a little bit more work done. 5. I have to leave in like 5 minutes for an appointment. I know, I have so many appointments, but I'm trying to get them all done before the school year because it is impossible to get time off once school starts. But I did want to show you guys, look how cute. These are my little table numbers. This is actually a wedding template thing that I found on Canva and I just edited it, but it has the table number and then a little motivational quote on each one, and they're all different. So as they move throughout the room throughout the year, they'll see a different little quote. Oh man, I wanted to make this double-sided. Shoot. That's fine. I need to do so much. But the good thing is tomorrow we don't have tutorials in the morning. So I'm gonna try to get here early and just blast through everything else that I need to do. Everything is like printed. I've made all my copies. I'm like fine to start functionally. I just personally would like a little more peace and organization before I go. My schedule has changed. My schedule hasn't changed, but my class rosters have changed like 7 times, which happens. It's normal because the counselors, like, they're getting new enrollment, or there's like mistakes on certain kids' schedules where they have to get a schedule change, stuff like that. So I totally understand, and I'm not mad about it, but it does make things a little bit harder to plan for when you don't know the exact number of kids in all your classes. I'm having them do like 3 or 4 different like coloring activities tomorrow because I really want enough time to meet with them all individually. So I wanted to assign them things that are pretty easy and that they can do on their own. There's a few things that are like more math related or content related, but for the most part it's just coloring, get to know you, that sort of stuff. That way I can meet with them individually, because building relationships with students is huge and I really was not good at it last year. That's like, if I could go back and change one thing, I would go back and build those relationships sooner, but I just didn't know how. That's something that can't really be taught. I mean, everyone has their own ways of doing it. When you're a new teacher, I didn't know how to talk to kids, like specifically kids that I'm responsible for. Like, I didn't understand the authority that I had in my own room, which once I realized that, it completely changed the dynamic of the relationship that I had with the kids. So I am starting earlier this year. I know what to expect as far as how much authority I have. Like, I am not their friend, but I still want to get to know them, and I want them to feel respected, and I want them to feel like I care about them, because I do. We'll see how it actually goes. The good thing is my planning period is during second block, so I just have to survive 50 minutes in first block, and then I can kind of take a breather and reorganize myself, talk to my team, have some lunch, and then it is rest of the day. You're probably not going to see me much tomorrow. Just a heads up. I'm probably not going to see myself much tomorrow. I remember last year, after the first day of school, I got home and just went to bed. I was so tired, and it's probably what's going to happen tomorrow, but we'll see. You guys, it's the first day of school. I am doing good on time. I have about 10 minutes before I need to leave, so I'm going to very quickly finish some things up. I did my hair, makeup. I have on these fun little math earrings today, and then just a little dress because I'm being comfortable and also professional. So I've already made my coffee, made my lunch. I need to drink my smoothie for breakfast and do my Bible, and then I'm good to go. So wish me luck. It is lunch. Well, I just finished my lunch. The first day of school. I've only done one class, so my schedule is first period I have a class, I have second period off, and then lunch. and then third, fourth, and fifth period back to back I have classes. So I also walked in and my mentor teacher got me a bundt cake, which is so sweet. She's amazing. But yeah, it is absolutely insane how much more confident I am this year compared to last year on the first day. Like, I think last year the biggest problem was just like I didn't understand my role, like my authority in the room compared to the kids, and I just really didn't know how to interact with them. And now I do. Now I know how to talk to them, and I know the level of respect that I expect from them and that I'm giving them. I've had fun so far. First day, I mean, we're not doing anything math really. We're just like going over procedures and a bunch of first day stuff. So not the most interesting, but it's fun getting to know them. I'm doing like little interviews with all the kids, and so it's really fun to kind of see who I'm gonna spend the rest of the year with. I have 10 minutes before my third period comes for class, so I'm going to make sure all my materials are ready and pull up the slides and stuff, and I'll probably check in with you guys again after school. I made it through the first day. Oh my gosh, I'm exhausted and my stomach hurts. It is 4:45. School let out at 3:45. I should not still be here, but it is what it is. I like to have all my ducks in a row before leaving, and I am working this year on acknowledging which ducks are most important, because I could stay here until midnight and still not have all my ducks in a row. You know what I mean? Like, when they say a teacher's job is never done, like, it truly is never done. There's always more stuff that I could do. So I am really being intentional on prioritizing and only focusing on things that are like an absolute must have to do it, and letting the little things go, because if something is not done, the kids will survive and I will survive, and I need to get that in my noggin. However, I have nothing else on the agenda for today, so I'm gonna go home, lay down, breathe, might be done for the day. No, I'm really not as tired as I was last year. Last year was a beast, but I wore comfortable shoes today. I did bring work home like a fool. I don't think I'm gonna do it. I think I'm gonna be good and not do it. We'll see. Day 2. Yeah, so yesterday went great. Today I actually got up really early and went to Starbucks with one of my friends. We meet before work once a week. And so that was really good. Done with day 2. It was another good day. We got through, so we actually started work today, so I kind of know where all my classes are at, like what their levels are. But I've had a lot of 8th grade students that I had last year come say hi, and I was not expecting that, and that's just so sweet. And part of it is just like, you know, it's cool for them to be like, oh, I don't have you anymore and stuff like that. But a lot of them are like, oh, I wish I was still in your class, like I miss you. And that's so sweet. Like, one brought me candy. Are you kidding me? So, good day. I'm exhausted and my stomach hurts. And my feet hurt and my back hurts, but a good day. Good morning. Oh. I am so tired. I'm exhausted. Like, I've had a lot of people ask me, like before the school year started, oh, why do students come back on a Wednesday? That's so weird. Like, why not just start on a Monday? This is why. I'm exhausted. I'm spent. I'm drained. It's only been 2 days. I'm not even exaggerating. I fell asleep at 7:45 last night. Dead asleep. Not like, oh, I went to bed and like, you know, watch TV, it's important. No, I was done. Dead to the world at 7:45 last night. And I did not wake up until about 6:45 this morning.
because I turned off all my alarms in my sleep, I guess. I don't know. So I got literally 11 hours of sleep last night. And it still wasn't enough. I could go back to sleep right now. I'm so tired. My throat hurts from like projecting my voice so much. I haven't been yelling, but in order to be heard in a room of 30 kids, you have to like project your voice. And that's not something that I've done since May. So my voice is a little tired. I always want to say like, man, I don't think anyone understands how hard it is to be a teacher. But like, I know for a fact that unless you have been a teacher, like a full-blown teacher, you do not know how hard it is to be a teacher. Like, my mom was a teacher, and I still didn't understand it. So you can be like married to a teacher, or your parents are a teacher, or your friends are teachers, you still don't understand. Like, we are not exaggerating or being dramatic or anything like that. Like, and this is just like, I'm just talking about the physical right now. If you want to consider the mental and emotional drain of being a teacher, it's actually insane. Like, I have been tasked with getting to know 90 kids well enough to like kind of know everything about them and know how they learn and be able to modify my teaching in order to meet them as best as possible and do like the best thing for them and make a million, I'm not even exaggerating, a million micro decisions every single day, because you are the end authority in that classroom. Like, what I say goes no matter what. And so every 5 seconds I'm answering a question, and no, they're not like most of the time very big questions like, can I go to the bathroom? Or we had like a coloring activity yesterday, and one of the kids asked if one of his colors could be white because he didn't want to color as much. And so he was like, well, can I just leave, like, it was like fill in the blank coloring. He's like, well, can I leave one of them white? And I was like, I guess. Like, just think like little things like that. Can I sit with this person? Can I move over here? Can I get this from my backpack? Can I get water? Can I do this? Can I do this? Can I do this? It's exhausting. So I got home last night and sat on the couch. And I didn't even like tell my husband about my day. I was so tired. And bless him, he knows. He remembers last year, which he actually remembers last year better than I do, because I literally felt like I had the flu last night. Like, I was like, I'm sick. I can't go in tomorrow. Like, I'm hurting so bad. I had a massive headache. My throat was hurting. The sniffles are new, but just all that stuff. And like, I know that it's just getting back into like the routine of school and stuff. But last night I was like, man, no, this is different. Like, I didn't feel like this last year. And he was like, you were worse last year. And I was like, oh, that's so funny. So he was a saint, and he didn't like make me talk. Like, we had to do a little bit of cooking, like very, very little cooking. And normally it's something that I do by myself because it's not that big of a deal. But last night he helped me, and he spent the entire time talking to me about something. What was he talking to me about? A video game or something? I don't know. That was a love language, for him to just do all the talking and just let me listen, because I was like, I can't talk, and I can't think coherent sentences to tell you anything, to like have a conversation with you. So he very much was monologuing last night, and I loved him for it. And then he normally gets really frustrated when I go to bed significantly earlier than him, because we have like a whole nighttime routine of like going to bed and talking for a little while and then putting on a movie, watching the movie, and then falling asleep. But he took one look at me and was like, you aren't gonna last, you're not making it, so you go to bed. Because I laid down and immediately I was passing out. I couldn't do it. So if you know a teacher, pray for them. Send them love. Send them caffeine. It's one of the hardest jobs, and I'll say that. I know there are so many jobs that are like either physically harder or like more dangerous or more whatever, but like teaching is a beast. I did not wake up in time to do anything this morning. As I said, I was up at 6:45, which I leave the house at 7, so I did not leave the house until 7:15, but it's one of those days where we're not doing coffee, because coffee is not gonna cut it today. Need something stronger. And I don't, like, I know what I'm doing in class today, but I also don't know. Also, I know that a lot of you probably clicked on this video because you actually want to know, like, the day-to-day of a teacher, and unfortunately, I haven't, like, I'm not comfortable filming in class when students are present yet. Maybe once I get to know my kids a little bit better and I like have established those routines and I know that I could like pull my phone out and record like an activity without getting them in the video and without them like freaking out about it, maybe I'll do that later on in the year so you can actually see like how I structure my classes and things like that. But again, that's just asking a lot on the first week of school. So this was more for just like the teacher side of it and emotionally and just like all of the things that go into prepping for the first week of school and the teacher exhaustion that absolutely kicks your butt the first week. So honestly, very, very, very thankful that it's a short week this week, because if today was only Wednesday and we had to do this for 2 more days, half the teachers would call in sick. I'm just saying, this is exhausting. So props to all you teachers out there that go to school with a full week the first week. I am so sorry. I can't imagine. But I love you. Love what you're doing. I feel like that last clip, I was driving and I feel like all I was doing was complaining, but I love my job. Like, I cannot think of any other thing that I'd want to do every single day than teach. Like, I am absolutely in love with it. I love the kids. I love my school. I love the like lesson planning process. I love the act of teaching. Like, I love all of it so much, but it's exhausting. Like, there's so much that goes into it, and I like every single teacher that I've talked to, it really doesn't seem to matter how much time you have or how many years you've been doing it. There's still just not enough time to get everything done every day. And I know for a fact that every single year it does get easier, but it's especially hard years like 1 through 3, I hear, is like what everyone says. Years 1 through 3 is the hardest. So just wanted to clarify that I absolutely love my job and I would not leave it for anything. In case you were wondering, that is what 1 week of work looks like for 7th grade math. Look at how many papers that is. I understand that I am contributing to the shortage of trees with how much paper we use every week, but it just is what it is, you know? So, I just walked up the stairs carrying all those papers, so I'm a little winded, but do you see all of the Chromebooks? They're all dead. I had them charging for a literal week, but the charger, I guess, didn't work, so I had our IT person come in and fix it. Anyway, doesn't matter, but yeah, I just wanted to show you guys how much paper we use. Week 1 is done. Right now, as much as I would love to go home, I also know I want to do as little work as possible tomorrow, so I am doing my laminating now. I can't tell if the janitor's gonna come in here or not. He smiled at me and I'm on the floor, so I think he's gonna start in a different room. But anyway,
I'm laminating the 7 to replace the one that fell. And it's like not the same style or font whatsoever, but I don't think anyone will notice because nobody has noticed that it's missing a 7. So that just shows you how much students pay attention to what's on the walls. Not a single one has noticed. This is going to be part of my number wall. These are all the words that I think are important in Unit 1. And so I'm gonna like stick a little magnetic tape to the back. So this is all like kind of stuff that I should have done before school started, but I was too busy doing other things that had to get done before school started. So they're getting done now. 7 is done. Oh, and this is just like little absent, what to do if you're absent. That's it. And I do have to work over the weekend, but hopefully it won't be too bad. I really just need to like create exemplars, like work through all of the stuff. That way I know what I'm doing on Monday, because we were gonna do that during our planning today, but the copies weren't done, so we couldn't work them, which is annoying. But at least we didn't have to do our copies ourselves, because that stack I showed you guys a second ago, yeah, it was a lot. So having to do that many copies ourselves would have taken like a whole planning period. So glad we didn't have to spend our planning time doing that. Okay. Do you like my shirt? The kids didn't get it because square roots are an 8th grade standard. So they have not really seen square roots before, but I did, like a bunch of other teachers got it and they thought it was cute. And I made it into like a little warm up. I asked if anyone knew what this symbol meant. And then I taught them what it meant. So trying to make learning fun. But that's the fit today, wearing jeans. And I have these cute little math earrings. I don't know if you can see them. One side's a ruler and the other side is like a, I actually don't know what this is called because I don't teach geometry. But I think it's called, I always call it like a straight edge, but it has like, it's a right triangle. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go after this. Hope you've enjoyed a week in the life of a teacher. First week of school.